Here.
Really?
Really?
No, we have. Didn't we bumped you once or twice?
Begging, and they just
Yeah, we
wouldn't come.
did. Yeah.
Our people just couldn't
There
get
was-
back with your people.
Yeah.
There was a little distraction out on the world, but
I
that
mean,
is all gone. So we're-
Hey, I parked, on the main street on Churton down here, and it took me almost 15 minutes to get out of the car.
get through the crowd. Yeah.
Well, signing autographs and such.
Yeah, paparazzi.
Yeah.
Well, great to see the three of you, and so excited to catch up, hear about all your adventures. But as you know, because you've been here before, I'd like to just kick off with a song. So whatever you'd like to sing, play, we'd love to hear.
We're going to debut a new Goodloves song for you that I was the primary writer and the Goodloves arranged, and this one is called Wolves. Intro. 4. One, two, three. I'm keeping secrets from myself. I put them high up on a shelf where they don't see me. Then I stay low to the ground, moving around without a sound so they don't find me. I wonder if they're peering from their lofty little edge. I wonder what they'll do to try to push me to the edge. I'm only hiding from myself, pretending I don't know how that might cause some trouble. Frozen like an animal in flight, stalked by predators who might invade my bubble. How much is just enough for what the world would like to see? Should I try to give them what they want? How much of that is me? Struggling through human nature and duality. The lines are hard to follow. Which direction do they lead? Good intentions leave you with a false security. How the story ends depends upon which wolf I'm gonna feed. So far I wake up every day, sometimes with dread and sometimes hope about the future. It never really ends. The search for hope and light and goodness, and the truth is the battle's never over, even when there is no war. The vision isn't clear unless you know what to look for. Struggling through human nature and duality. Lines are hard to follow. Which direction do they lead? Good intentions leave you with the false security. How the story ends depends upon which wolf I'm gonna feed. Hunger or the need, desire or the greed, darkness or the need. Which wolf I'm gonna feed? The hunger and the greed, desire or the need. Which wolf I'm gonna feed? Struggling through human nature and duality. The lines are hard to follow. Which direction do they lead? Good intentions leave you with a false security. How the story ends depends upon which wolf I'm gonna feed. Ooh.
some fancy note at the end. Like that. Everybody, we are so delighted tonight to be sharing our studio with the Goodloves. That was Emma Davis presenting her song. The name of that was?
Wolves.
Wolves. And
Seems
with
appropriate, right?
Nancy Middleton and Glenn Jones. Glenn, your guitar sounds so much better with the pink cable than it
Yes.
usually does.
Yes, it makes all the difference. I just like to say we always love being up here with you guys, but I think it's special to us because 3.5 years ago, this was the Goodloves debut right
was
here.
our very
World
first
debut,
gig.
you're
That's where it
right.
all
Yeah.
began.
We weren't nervous at all.
We are star launchers.
We'd like to think we might be a little better now. But,
Well, I want to give kudos to you three for really keeping your music going through these last 2 years when it's been very difficult, and you've managed to find places to play and continue to be creative. So it has not been easy, but now things have emerged, and you must have an interesting schedule ahead.
we do.
Oh, yeah.
You should tell us all about it.
Mini
Yeah,
tour.
well, our first gig after this is next Friday night at Abbey Road Tavern in Cary, and my youngest daughter, Molly, works there. So
sweet.
We're very excited to go and hopefully get new fans and maybe embarrass her a little at the same time.
And
It's a win-win.
your opportunity to not just tip the band, but tip Molly as
Yes. And then Friday night, April 22nd at the Blue Note Grill. And am I missing one for April?
Oh, not for April.
Okay. What were you
Well,
going to say?
I was all excited. I was getting way into June, our beach tour.
Oh, yeah.
You have a beach tour?
Yes, and all you beach venues out there, we're looking to fill the Friday night. We're doing Thursday night, June 23rd.
Carolina
Boardwalk,
Beach.
right?
Yeah, the Carolina Beach
Boardwalk.
Boardwalk.
Music Fest.
Friday night, we want a gig, anywhere in the vicinity, Moorhead, Beaufort. But Saturday night, the 25th, we're playing at Gaffer's in Emerald Isle.
well. All right.
And then Sunday night at Double Bartley on the way home, which is on the 70 bypass.
Hey, Will
Wow.
Baker, are you listening? Will? Reach out to these folks.
Yes.
I think I
We'll
hear him.
We'll talk about Will later. Yeah.
All right. Well, we want to get as much of your great music in as we can. So what do you have for us next?
How about, I was thinking
As Above?
As Above.
Oh.
Then do Letdown.
Sure thing. All right.
Yeah, these are 3 brand new ones. So, yeah, we're excited to be presenting new stuff for you.
And we're working on a record.
What?
Yeah, Goodloves are going to have a record.
Let's talk about that in a minute.
All right. Well, you want us to play some music, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It was the shortest day of the year. The earth was reborn and the future was clear. And the snow we all danced like a sugar plum fairy. And the hazy day of winter was fair. We stood on the course, looking up toward the west. The celestial force had us hoping for the best. So the great conjunction sure seemed to be a sign. The heavens can surely we can align. As above, so below. Gotta bring more love to the show. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And on your halo. As above, so below.
Well, you gotta stay strong, live your life with purpose. Don't carry on as if your life is worthless. You were put here as a spark. Time to fan the flame. Flesh and stardust are the same. As above, so below. Gotta bring more love to the show.
But don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
On your halo. As above,
of love to feed
your enemy. As above, so below. Gotta bring more love to the show. And don't be afraid.
Don't be
Take
afraid.
practice on your halo. As above,
so below.
Yes. More of the Goodloves here on Pass the Hat. Y'all have been spending the pandemic practicing, huh?
does it sound like it?
Not as much as we'd like, but we got plenty in. In the middle of the pandemic, one cool thing was we're blessed with Nancy's wonderful husband. Jeff is a national touring sound engineer.
Sweet.
And so when we did last summer, was it when we did Southern Village? He had the lighting perfect and the sound, and we did a live stream that I just thought was. I was over live streams by then, but it was great.
You like it when it's really good, though, right?
Yeah, we enjoyed that.
Yeah, they're better that way.
Speaking of which, tonight's show is being live streamed, and if you're listening on the radio, you can go see video. And Bob, tell everybody where they find that.
At WHUP Pass the Hat, WHUP Pass the Hat. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Whoop.
WHUP Pass the Hat.
You know,
What is
something
Twitch?
special happens when a group's been together for a couple years, but when they start to write their own material and bring it to the group, it really and that shows with you three. Really wonderful first two songs. Really loving this. So now and you're all songwriters. So now when you're about to write a new song and you think it's probably going to be rendered by the Goodloves, that influences how that song comes about, does it?
Yeah, for me, actually, like kind of think about songs specifically for the Goodloves that would really sound great with the 3-part harmony
Yeah.
and in this. So I write songs for the Goodloves
And so
a lot.
And I'd echo that I've got other projects and other genres, and I think the couple I brought, I would say I've got Goodloves in mind, like how we can. I love how we sometimes split the lead vocal between us, and I think I am thinking about that. We have it's not all happy and peace and love, but we do have a kind of upbeat, positive vibe that, some of my darker, I'm drinking myself to death songs I don't bring to the Goodloves.
you'd have to rename the band. If
Right,
you did.
we are the Goodloves after all, so we are
Yeah.
trying to spread
So,
a
yes,
pretty
to answer-
positive message.
Yeah, we do think about the vibe and what would fit.
So Emma and all of you, that song you just did, presented to us that you wrote. So when you brought it to the group, you just said, "Here's the way it is. You're going to do it my way," or it changes.
Yeah, I'm the least prolific of all the songwriters in this group, and like these guys have written tons of songs, and I've written 50, and they've probably each written 500. So I think that's kind of accurate. They may have written more than that. But this one, yeah, I wrote and I sent it to Nancy, and I just was singing the melody and trying to play a few notes on the piano, and she came up with it was like the group arranged it like she came up with the guitar chords. She was ready for the next practice. She was ready for me.
I was so excited that
Yeah.
you'd written the
That's
song.
that's fun when it happens. Isn't
that
it?
even meant more to me, so that made me more excited. So I look forward to writing more. But basically, anything that I write at this point will be for the Goodloves. So
Well, they might have written 500 each, but they probably threw away.
Yeah, I was
I was going to
thinking
say, I
One
have
or
not
two.
written 500 songs. Yeah,
300 thrown
Emma's a
away.
great song. You need to really
Yeah.
keep on writing.
I know. She's amazing. Yeah, can't wait for the next
I
one.
will, but sometimes you get in your own way. So I'm trying to stay out of my own way. That's my goal.
Well, we're happy you're all in your own way here with us this evening, and if you'd be so kind.
Well, this next one is funny because it wasn't written for the Goodloves. It was written when I was like 23 years old, a little fast, new wavy pop song. done in Greensboro, and it's about the third time these guys heard an older one of mine, one from high school that we do. And somehow I said, hey, isn't this funny? Listen to this old recording. And they heard that we could Goodlovize it and brought something out that I wasn't going to do. So this is one that literally is almost 40 years old. It's called Waiting for the Letdown. Ready?
Yeah. You've been hurt, you've been used. You're feeling mad, you're feeling confused. Gave it your best, gave it your all. Now you're swearing that you're never gonna let yourself fall. You're holding back now, I know why. It's once bitten, twice shy. Stop waiting for the letdown. It's never gonna come. You think I'm gonna let you down, but I swear I'm not like those other ones. Yeah. He pledged eternal, undying love, then peels you off like losing a glove. But you're too sweet and much too young to spend your life living like a nun. You're giving up now on romance, but it's time to take a chance. Stop waiting for the letdown. It's never gonna come. You think I'm gonna let you down, but I swear I'm not like those other ones. You want to try again, I can see it in your face. Don't let a couple of love jerks represent half the human race. Woo! Get down. I believe in happy endings. I believe in a love that's true. I believe that you beg me come on, baby. I believe in being you. So much joy, you'll never know if you won't let your heart go. And stop waiting for the letdown. It's never gonna come. You think I'm gonna let you down, but I swear I'm not like those other ones. No, you're waiting for the letdown.
I'm waiting for the
Waiting
letdown.
for the letdown.
Waiting for the
Waiting for the letdown. Waiting for the letdown. Letdown.
Ooh.
It gets better every song.
Are
Well,
you sure you weren't let down? I'm sorry.
Not yet.
you'd said that
We're working on it.
you
We'll get there.
write songs with the Goodloves in mind. So, Glenn, you must have been some sort of like soothsayer or
I
something.
guess. No, even then, despite my gloom and doom solo acoustic songs sometimes, yeah, I lean toward the light and the happy and the upbeat and the poppy. Yeah.
She's laughing at you.
No, it's true. It's true. That's why we click.
Well, I like the term "Goodlovize" it.
Yeah.
It's, I'm going to use that from now on.
Core
Yes.
ties, Martinized, Goodlove
Exactly.
eyes.
Yeah.
Love eyes.
We know
So,
what we mean.
you
Good
had
loving. We also say that's very good loving.
you had teased us with talking about a record. So let's drill down on that a little bit. So the songs, are they written or they're in progress, or where are we with this project?
We have a couple in the can. We are in the process of recording
industry
about
term.
3 or 4 more. And we're going to put out a couple singles first, and
I
then we're going
hear
to put out an
in,
EP.
in the can or in the bathroom, the acoustics are like really good.
Yeah,
in the
that's where we
can.
record, in
Yeah.
the bathroom.
Built-in reverb. And so it's, are you pushing yourselves to complete it, or you're going to take your time and wait for some more music to arrive?
Nope, we kind of want to put some music out there, so if
Yeah.
somebody's sees us live and they want to just be able to go, oh, I want to see what that sounds like, that they'll be able to pull us up somewhere. On
Well,
streaming
nice thing is you
services.
don't need to have, a CD's length or a double CD's
No.
length
No.
of songs these days.
Yeah.
Just have it out there. So where did the recordings happen, or where are they going to happen?
They're happening at Jailhouse Studios,
Yep.
which is in Durham, and my husband is our engineer, which is
That
very
comes in
convenient.
handy.
Yep.
You
Shout
married?
out, Jeff.
He's a good one
Jeff
too.
Laughing House.
Nice. And so it's just the three of you, or other participants?
It's just the 3 of us. We might have some. We might have Emma's husband Dan come in and play some
Yeah,
drums.
I've heard he's pretty good.
He's all right.
So
Well,
yeah.
You know more than a few people in the
Yeah.
area, so it's we're excited to see when, and any tentative release date.
Hopefully by this summer.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good.
we're hoping we're hoping for some tracks out there by the time we take our big beach tour.
And we're fighting for studio time right
Yeah.
now.
Really?
Just to get us on the same schedule.
Yeah, speaking of knowing lots of other musicians, you guys play with lots of other musicians. How many of y'all are in at least one other band?
Oh, I mean, like in the past or now?
Or
Currently,
now?
currently I am not,
You're,
She plays solo.
but I play solo.
that counts as another band.
And I'm really, well, I do a Tom Petty tribute, but we play like 3 or 4 times a year. He's the
No, but
active.
believe
So is it really
or not,
only Glenn that's in 27 bands?
Yeah, you can't curse on the air, can you, knowingly?
I was going to ask for hands to say up for, 2 bands, 3 bands,
No,
4
I,
bands.
I'm down to 3 bands, really.
What?
If
Are you
don't
feeling
count-
okay,
if you
Glenn?
don't count Thang, which plays twice a year. I'm down to 3 bands. I mean, this, of course, is the real. This is the one that. This is the big king. Of
So
We're the only band. For me.
my follow-up question is really only then just for Glenn. How do you prioritize your time amongst your bands?
oh boy, they're going to storm out. I think that's an excellent question. That's a great question.
Are you telling me not to
That's no
ask that
answer.
question? Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
working on it because things don't happen. I'm in the Giant Johnny Cash band, and they were dormant forever, and now they're getting these wonderful arena gigs or giant theater gigs in Cleveland, Ohio, and stuff in August and September.
That's
so
the Johnny Folsom 4.
Yes, fantastic band.
So yeah, it's. I've told these guys they're going to have to be patient with me till we sort all that out and how we can get some order to it. But we're working on it.
We're
Well,
going to
we-
send over his contract writers for those gigs.
Good call.
We do want to hear, before you share the next song with us, Women in Rock and Blues 2.
Oh, that's
Tell
gonna
us
be
about
so
that.
good.
Can't wait for that. That is
April 9th,
Yeah.
7:30
Big
at
deal.
the Blue Note Grill.
The one and only Blue Note Grill.
As Ronnie Hawkins would say, it's big time, Bill. Bill Whittington at the Blue Note Grill. But anyway, yeah,
I
this is the
recognize one or
second
two
Women
of
in
these
Rock
people.
show.
Yeah, this is
So we're
anybody
very
who
excited.
is, everybody who's anybody. Is that
That's right.
Yeah.
And Nancy's in the house band, so she's going to be on stage the whole time. We were just listening to songs for that show on the way here. So
Fun.
yeah,
So all of a sudden, Nancy, you're going to be in 12 bands on one night.
Well,
it's
that
only
should be
one
everybody.
One
We
night
don't.
only.
One band with lots of different singers.
Lots of our favorite women performers are going to be in there. Shall I read them off?
Yes, I wish
Let's
you
do
would.
that. Emma Davis, Florence Dora, Tamala Gray, Jasmine Kelly, Leslie Land, Misty Mayhem, Nancy Middleton, Rebecca Newton, Lisa Rose, Lynn Swisher Spears, Sally Sharding, Laura Jane, Vincent, Allison Weiner, Kimmy Wilson. I've heard of her somewhere.
Yeah,
And the Whiskey Honeys. Wow,
gonna be
and
there.
the band would be, if that wasn't enough, Bill Bryan, Dan Davis, Leslie Land, Mel Melton, Rebecca Newton, and Lynn Spears. How about
and
that?
Nancy Middleton.
That's going to be just
And
a
Lisa
kick-ass
Rhodes.
night
There
of
wasn't
music.
room for her twice on the
Yeah.
bill.
And Lisa Rhodes.
So y'all
Off
get
the
down
hook.
to.
Shout out.
Do you have to buy tickets or in advance, or you just show up and you buy a drink?
$10 generous donation accepted. Thank you for supporting musicians. That's by the Blue Note Grill and NC Live, which is Rebecca's venture. Yes?
Right.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that's Saturday night, April 9th.
Awesome. 7:30.
I'm there.
Be there.
Totally there.
Try the ribs, as Wezzo would say. Oh, I'm sorry, not you, Bob.
The deviled eggs are nice.
I love
Oh,
the
yeah.
deviled eggs. They're fabulous.
Great deviled eggs.
Try the soy ribs, Bob. Those are delicious.
It's really hard filleting the soy to get the rib out.
It puts up a hell of a fight.
Will y'all play some music and save me from stupid dad jokes?
Yes. Oh, good. We're going to do, this is a track written by Nancy that will be on our upcoming record for sure. It's called Only Love.
Where do we go from here? Where did we come from? We can't survive any longer, feeling numb. So open your tender heart, lock down tight and fast. It's the only way this life we know can last. 'Cause only love can save you. Only love can save me. Only love can save us all. Only love. So don't be discouraged now
Be afraid.
by everything you see.
You are brave.
You will find the courage somehow to believe. You've got to believe that only love can save you. Only love can save me. Only love can save us all. Only love, yeah. Only Only love can save us all. Only love.
Amen. Only love can save everything.
There.
Very sweet.
At least it was my own song.
Love is clunky.
Oh, and
Love
hey,
is definitely
guess
Hey.
what?
clunky.
What?
Clunky.
It's 7 o'clock or 7:01, which means we have to remind you that you are listening to WHUP LP Hillsboro. Wow.
We should form a band.
It's almost in harmony.
And we are so pleased to have a second sponsor, a sponsor for the second hour of our show, Bob.
Who's our second sponsor?
I get to do this time.
Support for Past Ahead is sweetly provided by Matthew's Chocolates, 104 North Churton Street, Hillsboro, North Carolina. Exquisitely handcrafted, artistically created chocolates and chocolate accessories for all of your chocolate needs. Everyone except for Nancy when she was here a little while ago. Sorry about that, Nancy.
It's okay.
Gets every guest on Past the Hat gets one of these custom-made 1-pound chocolate bars, freshly made the Friday of the show. So this is the freshest chocolate you'll find anywhere around.
And it's beautiful. It has a microphone on it.
Almost too beautiful to eat. Almost.
Not quite.
Almost.
I suggest eating it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Well, I might have missed out, and I feel a little special that I was the one that
Are we
didn't
supposed to
get
take a
one.
bite now?
You can if you want to.
Sorry.
But it was an incredible variety pack that I enjoyed and shared with my family, and every type and variety was delicious.
There's not a bad bite in the bunch, right?
No, not at all.
Matthew is he's a chocolate wizard. It's not